your daily dose of coffee Q&A here in the OnoCoffee channel. I'm Jay, your host, and we're doing this live stream about coffee, talking about coffee most every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm in, where am I? I'm in San Antonio, Texas. How's it going? We're headed to a place called La Panaderia, which is this red sign right here. I saw it when I was arriving yesterday, and I was like, oh, what is this place? It's like fancy panaderia, and now it's busy. Look how busy this place is. This place is jam-packed. Holy smokes. We're gonna park here on the side of the building because there's no parking over there. Wow. All right, so how's it going? Hope everything is well. So Texas, we're still in Texas. We'll be here till Texas until Thursday. Thursday is the last day we'll be here in Texas. So I came to San Antonio from Houston because I wanted to visit my cousin. My cousin lives out here with her family, and her daughter, my niece, is graduating high school next month. So I wanted to come out and have a visit and see them all before she graduates, because I won't be able to come back for graduation because I've got to be in Connecticut, I think, that weekend. And then they'll be moving to Las Vegas, right? Like my cousin's husband is already in Vegas where he's working already. They're building a new house and all that. And so I was like, oh, my chance now to get to San Antonio and check out the scene here. Kent, how are you? So we're actually pretty close to the airport. It's actually just right over there on the other side of that, over there. So this is La Panaderia. So it's a bakery cafe. And I just saw the building yesterday. They were closed yesterday when I was here, so I don't really know what's going on or so that's not the entrance. I'm gonna walk in, and you know, if you know me, then you know that I love pan dulces from Mexico, the Mexican style of sweetbreads. So, oh, nice. Croluna. So let's go to here. Oh my God, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here, because of the conchas. They look amazing. There's two sizes, small and large. Oh, I am super excited now. Like, I am super excited. Good morning, Mapu, Kent, Russell, how are you? Like, my favorite is the concha, so I'm now super excited. Like, subconsciously, I'm hoping that it was the Panaderia would have, like, you know, a nice concha, but now that I see them, I'm super, like ecstatic. I'm actually ecstatic. So looks like we've got some pan and cheese croissants, some kind of, I guess that's all the same, and then like a big, what we call otap in the Philippines, but like maybe like an elephant ear that did in chocolate. This looks like some kind of concha muffin. And this is like a cream puff looking thing, monkey bread. Chocolate croissant. Holy crap. Oh, these are called concha. Holy sh... Okay. Estoy muy feliz.
Ay, no, está en el tráfico. No ha llegado. ¿Solamente un pan de vuelta? Sí. Una roca. Es todo. Pan dulce.
Buen día. Ah, un blanco de concha, de blanco, de blanca.
¿Para qué va a llevar?
Para llevar, por favor. Bueno. What are the small ones? The small chocolate, un small.
You want big one or small?
The chocolate un small, the small, más pequeño. And then oh, I'm gonna try one of each.
Okay.
And then what are the cruncha? Es croissant? Is that? Ah, okay.
Croissant on the butter.
Oh yeah. I've never seen this before. I'm very excited.
Yeah, this is my favorite because it's not too sweet.
Not too sweet? Okay. What coffee should I have?
I like that things.
Latte? Okay.
Café miel. It's a latte with honey and cinnamon.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna try café miel.
Hola, sir, ¿ya le ayudaron?
I don't. Just two conchas, one big, one small, and then the concha. And what should I drink?
I'm sorry.
What should I drink? What coffee?
Did you want something black or with milk?
What do you like? If you were having this, what would you have? If you were for your concha, if you were having concha,
Like a latte.
well,
Yeah, you want to do that?
okay,
Any flavor on your latte? Vanilla, hazelnut, caramel.
just straight.
You want this to go
It's too
first?
early. I don't want to get too drunk.
No, you're
Okay.
good. Alrighty. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, please. That'd be great.
¿Tiene esta registradora? Alrighty, sir. This is you. Don't forget your number.
Thank you.
Right out, sir.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, we're going here. Let's go by there. Let's go here. No natural lighting on this place. All right. What's going on? So, power plant, what's going on? Power plant, conchas equals melon pan, at least. There's a lot of similarities, that's for sure. But, you know what? I'm gonna give you some water. So I have actually more because I want to be able to prop up my phone. Excuse me, are there cups for water? Thank you. Water. There we go, water. Look, they have taps. Taps on sodas. And I'm making a mess. So they use La Marzocco and they use counterculture coffee here. All right, now we're ready. Water, real Texas water. Do they have it? You know what? I didn't notice anything with maracuja, but that doesn't mean that they don't. Actually, to be honest with you, once I saw the concha, I basically had lost all perspective. So I first really learned about conchas in 2007. I was in Mexico City with my then girlfriend, and she took me to a place called Bondi, which was in the Polanco neighborhood of Mexico City, and that was my very first introduction really to conchas, and they were like super soft and pillowy, and I mean just truly the ultimate standard in conchas. And I've held all the conchas that I've ever had since that time to that particular place. Unfortunately, Bondi closed sometime in the 2010 era, it's the 10s, and it no longer exists, but the memory is very strong. And this looks kind of pillowy, and I'm waiting for that latte to come so that hopefully we can have a nice juxtaposition. A lot of times when you go to Mexico City, you would order like cappuccino, but I was like, well, lattes are a little bit more, so we'll have that. I have hit pay dirt, it's really excellent. Good morning to you, Paige. Oh yeah, the jalapeno roll look really nice. There's a lot of stuff here that looks really good. We'll have one more day of exploration here. Marco, good morning. King of the Swing is back to Mexico. Yeah, for sure. Very happy now. So let's have a look at what we got. Oh, Paige has a fabulous counterculture that enjoyed this week. The buchito from Congo. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So this is the croncha. We're gonna have this, and the croncha is a croissant with the sugar toad topping. I also asked for a small chocolate. Really, I wasn't gonna get this, but I decided to get it because it might be easier to travel home with a bunch of these than a bunch of the big ones. So I may have to come back tomorrow before driving back to Houston to pick up a box, if they're good. But these are rather large for the conchas that I normally see. The conchas that I normally see are maybe like up 75% the size of this one. But let's have a look. She crushed it a little bit, so it's not perfect, but it feels very delicate. Like I like it. The texture of this here feels different than other conchas. It's softer, seems more pliable. Muchas gracias. Here's our latte. And now we can adventure on. Oh, look at that, a little bit dry foam, but all right, not bad. Not bad for a place that, I wouldn't, this wouldn't be especially coffee house, so I wouldn't expect, I would be very surprised if it was different, but this looks fairly nice. Looks like it did sit around for a few minutes, probably they made it right when I was talking to them, getting the water, and it took a few moments to get over here, but so we say latte, but it's more like a cappuccino because the foam in that sip that I had, I did not reach the liquid. So there's a heavy, thick foam cap. Pleasant enough. All right, let's. Oh, you like the corrugated cups? Yeah, those are nice. All right, so here we go. Now for the concha break. Oh, very springy. Here's the crumb. Let's look at the crumb. So very similar structure to a lot of the conchas that I've seen, but definitely softer. It feels moister. All right, that's solid. So when I think of bondi, nice light sweetness. Bondi's crumb was a tighter, more sponge-like. This is a bread type of crumb, and they must have done it in layers because it is coming in layers, right? Like look at that, the way it's falling apart. Nice. So not like the bondi that of my dreams, but still very good, very good. A lot softer and moist than quite a lot of the panaderias that I have in Baltimore. And I would say this is better than any of the panaderias I've tried in the Baltimore, Maryland area. Carplan says, what is that? Weird. What is weird? You mean the texture? No, the layering? I think because when they're probably rolling and they're folding it over, and that's why they got that layering from. No, the top is very soft, but you know how like when you go to different, like my best correlation to this is I like the smooth texture. Like it reminds me kind of the tops of the baked bao at Tim Ho Wan, which is the dim sum place. That kind of sweet top. It's actually the topping is really nice. Like it's not too. It's nice and thin. Like if you look how thin it is. Like I think it's really, really well done. Like I'm not disappointed. Like I really like the structure of the crumb. It's very, okay, I can compress it flat. So really nice loft. I could not compress the ones that I can get locally. To me is not as nice. It's not definitely not as nice as that. Maybe they do cook it in regional style. And, you know, I would hope so because, as we all know, Mexico is a big country, so there's a lot of like areas where everyone's going to have a little bit of variation in the way they do things. Because if it was like a lot of the places that I've been to, I'd be disappointed. A lot of conchas are very like dry and hard and like. Those type of conchas are fine if you have no other choice. Marco says, I was interrupted and missed your review on the flavor of the coffee. No, the latte is nice. I mean, I haven't really talked much about it. Counterculture coffee, so you know that the sourcing is good, the roasting is good. You know, the top, the foam was very thick, so thicker than I would expect for a cappuccino. More, I mean, like a latte, but more like a cappuccino, kind of commercial cappuccino. But the flavor and the balance of the milk to the coffee is very nice. Like it's very complimentary. Like there's nothing to be disappointed here with this coffee. which in a place that would maybe be the equivalent of a Mexican Panera bread, is a heck of an achievement. I mean, we've got a barista, and unlike a Panera, she's working on a 2-group La Marzocco linea, and she's just slinging it. She's just slinging the coffee, you know. So much props to her. You know, I'm not disappointed in the least. Not disappointed in the least. You know, actually, if I had a place like this where I lived, my cousin lives down the street from here. If I had a place like this where I live, I'd be very stoked. They've got a heck of a baking operation. And this is really good. Right. It's actually very big. Now let's look at our croncha. So croncha is a mixture between croissant and concha. Now here's the thing, if you're in Mexico and you want to order pan dulce, concha is the way to go. And I tell my friends that I love concha. I love to eat concha. I want to eat concha every day. I want to devour the concha. Slather myself in concha. Bury my head in concha. Well, one day I'm with one of my friends who's Latino, and I was like, you know, I love to eat concha. And he starts laughing and laughing and laughing, and I'm like, why are you? He's like, what's so funny? He's like, dude, I'm from Argentina. And the thought of eating concha in Argentina is a very different thing than eating concha in Mexico. I'll say no more. We're a family show after all. So here's the croncha. So I flaked a little bit off of here, but they put it on and it flows down. So supposedly croissant and concha. Where's the slit? I gotta find the slit in the paper. So that I can put my finger in the slit and open it. I think that's it. I always have a hard time finding it. It's also very oily, very moist. Yeah, there. Oh, here's this. I found it. It was hiding. We always have to dig deep underneath things. I did not buy the Hawaiian shirt at Peter, sorry. But there's always opportunity tomorrow to go back to, there's a couple on the way back to Houston that I can always get now. The hard part is that there's this, I gotta get it underneath that. Okay, there it is. Like in a muffin, the croncha. Oh, this is interesting. Marco says, I agree that a good non-dry concha is hard to find. We finally have good ones here in Charlotte thanks to the Dulce Dreams. Oh, nice. You're very lucky. I mean, there's a place that I like in, there's one in Pikesville in Baltimore as well as in Essex that I like. They have nicer, more soft, tender, but not like this. Or not like that. All right, how do you bite this? Go bite. You know, it's a croissant. So it has a very buttery character to it, which honestly, I find it to be a bit clashing. I think the really nice, beautiful, buttery texture of the croissant is at odds with the crunchy top. I don't like it as much. I thought I would love it. This is much better than this. I am surprised. Now, I wouldn't kick this out of bed. This is a great croissant as far as the texture of their crumb and the layering. Like, it's really well done. Right? That is a really nicely laminated dough. I mean, textbook. But I don't like the way it goes together, flavor-wise. It says Marco, I'll be in Charlotte for a concert in 2 weeks. Oh, nice. Peter's never had a concert. Like, if you can find a place in Australia, then I love them. But, you know, you've had pineapple bun. There's a lot of similarities between pineapple buns and these. But actually, I like these better than pineapple buns. Like, when my family goes out to eat dim sum, they all like the pineapple buns. I never eat them. Not necessarily because they're bad, just because I'm just not a big into them. And also, I'd rather have the baked bao, the baked char siu bao. Okay, let's go back to this one. These are very good. I just might have to buy some more tomorrow and bring them home with me. What I do with ponchas is I'll go to the bakery and I'll buy a bunch and then take them home and wrap them individually in saran wrap, put them in a bag, and then freeze them to try to preserve as much of the moisture and quality of it as possible. It works fairly well. Yeah, this is good. The cruncha is good. This is way better. Like, if you come here, the cruncha really is a novelty. What I think might be interesting though, if you made the cruncha, instead of using this format of cruncha, if you made the cruncha using a queen amman, so maybe quincha. Because the queen amman is tighter and harder and gets a little more crisp. I think that would be a better twist. Probably wants to know, what is my preferred drinking vessel material? Wood ceramic, you know, not a big fan of metal. Well, it depends on the application, right? For drinking, yeah, I'm not a big fan of metal. I mean, I'll drink out of metal. Like most of the thermal mugs that I have that I use are stainless interiors. And the nice thing about stainless is that it's relatively inert and clean. And that's really, for me, what I want, inert and clean. So if I want something, like at the Café du Sport, we're very specific about finding really nice quality porcelain china that has very distinct shapes for delivering the flavor to your palate. Wood, I've never really used much wood. I don't really have a reason why we never use much wood, but I just never did. I want to try the small one just to see the difference. This is my information session as I think about maybe buying some tomorrow. Will the smaller ones be the way to go? Like, look at the texture of this. This is so nice and soft and smooth. That just looks beautiful. Good. The big ones are better. I can feel the difference in the moisture content because you're baking off more. There's greater surface. There's greater mass to protect it in baking with the larger one. Oh yeah, this is good. This is still good though. Peter likes a skull for his drinking. The skulls of my enemies. And so Peter says, when would give off a taste? That's how I'd be concerned. I think though that I know that the Japanese will use a certain type of wood for sake vessels, but I'm not sure what kind of wood that is. Also, I think I like the vanilla topping better than the chocolate. I'm also under crisis mode at the moment because I still have concha and I have almost no latte left. Like yesterday, I got the super large coffee at the Buc-ee's, and I probably should have just got the regular. This one, I got the small, and I probably should have got a larger because I could drink more. All right. Wow. La Panaderia. Very good. This is very good. I'm envious of places like this. I'm envious of all these people. They come here any day. I'll never be able to come here again. Okay, más rico. So how much have we spent here? La Panaderia, the concha. Okay, I don't understand this, but I'm gonna have to presume that the concha for $4.20 is the big one because the concha vanilla, $3.40. Oh, no. Mini concha, $2.80. Okay, so the big one, $4.20, $2.80, and then the concha, $3.40. Good, but not. These are so much better than the concha. So much better. $5 for latte. Actually, that's a pretty fair price. 8.26% sales tax. Wow, that's a lot of sales tax. Tip $2.76. Whoa, I gave $2.76? Holy crap. $18.52 is our total. No latte art. Yeah, no latte art. What can you do? Yerba mate is what. I don't know if I like the flavor of yerba mate. Kaplan says, surfing around San Antonio's coffee shops on Google, they all look great, kind of all similar, but high standard. There is one that has a choco and robo. Oh, really? Which one is that? Maybe you can tell me. I'll be able to check it out. I'm actually heading on to Austin today. I'm gonna go hang out with a friend of mine that lives up in Austin, and they have some cigars. He owns a company called Craft Cigars. So I'm gonna go hang out with him. And I'm also going to the Woodcraft store in Austin. Like, this is what I'm doing. Like, I'm going to woodworking stores. Like, I have visited no coffee shops except for what you've seen on this show, like this place today. I am totally visiting woodworking. What I'm looking for now, like I went to a couple places yesterday and I was not able to find local lumber, so I need to go find local lumber. Like, I'm interested to see what kind of lumber is available here in Texas. Is it, I hear that pecan and mesquite are like the local art and local woods. Whoops. Look at this thing. It's kind of cool. But I'm making a mess. Oh, here's our trash. All right, that looks delicious. Thank you, my luck was very good. Oops. Oh, it looks like there's also a big line here. Did she say it's gross outside? Like, you're in Texas. Like, it's humid, but it's not too humid. Right now, the humidity, the temperature is probably like 80 degrees, and the humidity is a little bit on the higher side. But the weather today, like, it's cool, it's kind of overcast. Today's weather, or the last couple days here, reminds me of being in Honolulu. Like, if you've ever been to Honolulu, where you feel the humidity and the warmth, but it's not terribly hot. Like, here it'll get to 100 degrees, but it's got some heat, but it's also some moisture. And I think it's fairly nice. Like, I like it. I mean, of course, it reminds me of Hawaii, so what's there not to like? Ugh. Let me situate myself here. One thing about eating conchas is that, my hands are actually a little bit sugar-coated. So right before I came here, I went to I was able to stop by H-E-B, which is the local grocery store in Texas, a big grocery chain, because I was looking for some ingredients. One of my friends, Skip, he's from Texas, and he had posted a while ago a recipe for chili. And, he was very specific in the ingredients, that he had different spices from and he named the actual spice companies that made the spices. So it's like, if you have a recipe, you can buy pretty much any kind of spice that matches. However, I think it's better if you want to recreate the actual flavor that the person is talking about, that you want to try to match it as close. And so I was looking for different items. I only found one. One of the items he mentioned was from a company called Gebhardt, their chili powder. So I found this, Gebhardt's chili powder. And he was also telling me before about like a company called Community Tea that makes tea blends for iced tea. Like, iced tea is very popular in America. So they didn't have that, but they had their H-E-B blend and ready to brew. $2 for that, not bad. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm a big fan of iced tea. Like, when I was growing up here in Baltimore, I drank a lot of iced tea. That was really what we drank. My foster grandmother was she was a very big tea person. One of the things that I find in where I live in Baltimore, like, I love Frito-Lay Fritos. The corn chips, I love them. If I have a bag and I have a Diet Coke, I can house that whole bag. Like, it's just right. It's got this nice crunch and nice flavor. But if I try other brands, like Utz or whatever, there's not many brands that actually try to copy Fritos. They're never any good. But as I was walking through the H-E-B, I saw this. H-E-B brand Texas corn chips, and I was like intrigued. I was like, what is going on with this? So I asked the manager, I was like, hey, how do these compare to Fritos? And he's like, I think they're better. I was like, come on now, man. He's like, actually, I buy it. My brother, he's like, my brother is a rep for Frito-Lay. And he gets into and they get into arguing about which is better. And so I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. Now this bag, when you pick up Fritos, they're whatever the weight is, right? This is heavy. Like I picked this up, I was like, oh, I said to him, like, oh, this is actually heavier. He's like, oh yeah. And it was only like maybe $3. Is that right? Actually, I have the receipt here. HEB corn chips, $3.50. Right, so good pricing, and it weighs 425 grams. So over a pound. It's a pound, 16 ounces, or just under a pound, 15 ounces. Oh yeah, because a pound is 453 grams. So I'm looking forward to trying this. I don't know if I should try it today or fly home and then, or the problem is if I try it today and I like it, I might end up buying more, and then I'd have to buy a case, and then I would have to get the box, check it into the airline. I mean, I could do that. Checking in a box would not be a problem for me. I'm gonna put this in my water bottle. This is my water bottle for when I travel. I picked this up at the National Association of Broadcasters show a few years ago from, who makes it? Oh, Fujifilm, the film company. They gave me this, very nice of them. Then, you have stickers, so I have like a camera sticker, and, oh look, I've got some show stickers. All right, some of the Spro stickers, and then this is a Fincas Mirish Los Favoritos auction sticker. They gave it to me, and then, of course, my now ubiquitous Festool stickers. Oh yeah, Frito pie. We should go find Frito pie. Maybe we'll find Frito pie. Peter's asking, how long does it take to drive down to Texas? If I drove from, this is actually a tidbit that I actually know, because at one point in time, many, many years ago, I met a girl that was from San Antonio. And like, maybe she was the love of my life, right? But she was from San Antonio, and I was like, oh my God, I'm totally in love with you. I was like, okay, I'm gonna come down and visit. And I was trying to think, okay, I can drive down. It would take me 24 hours to drive from Baltimore to San Antonio. And I was like, I could go do it. I never did it. I probably should have. I probably would have had a whole different life by now. Like, my life would have been, I bet if I drove down that day, totally, I probably would have had a whole different, we would have got married, we've had kids, would have had a different life. Wouldn't be in coffee, probably wouldn't be a YouTuber. Like, I was 21 at the time, 21. I probably should have drove. But I was thinking like the time, I was like, I don't want her to think that I'm impulsive and like reckless. I want to be like respectful and proper, and I want to be impressive. But of course, I realize now that the impressive thing would have been just a charge. What can you do? Proplan says that Trader Joe's has elotes flavored corn chips that are stellar. Oh, really? All right. We'll go try that when I get home. We have Trader Joe's back where I live, so not too bad. Marco says, if you don't try the Texas Fritos now, you risk TSA taking them, and then you never see them again. That is true. Those people are terrible. You'll have to pry my cold dead fingers from my HEB chips. So now we're getting back to get on the road to head to... Gotcha. Now I need to move over. So it's about an hour, 25 minutes, I think, to Austin. So my first stop in Austin is actually go to the woodworking shop. I've been to 2 woodworking shops already. Oh, no. I've been to 3 of them. I went to Rockler Woodworking in Houston. I went to both a Woodcraft and a Rockler here in San Antonio yesterday. Like I went to both, and I picked up some sandpaper. This is like the highlight of my week, right? Like I have come to get sandpaper, Festool sandpaper, because it's on a special rather than $16. Like it's discounted. So this is actually a great price for like sandpaper. Like I was like, oh, and in a size that I actually need. So I got that, and then I went to the Rockler. They had that at Woodcraft. And then I went to the Rockler, and I was like, oh, more sandpaper. So I got more sandpaper. Like I said, I've been to no coffee shops, but I have been to woodworking shops. Like that's been the highlight. I'm just checking on the route to make sure that I know where I'm going. Ooh, what was that? So that was really good. I thought La Panaderia, man, really quite good. Like that was really great. That was really great. Worthwhile to go and check it out. If you happen to come to San Antonio for whatever reason, I think La Panaderia is well worth your effort to go visit. Prabhupada says the heart wants what it wants. The heart cannot get what it wants. Oh, there's a place here called The Spin, Coffee and Vinyl. I see a sign. I just don't know where it is. That might be interesting. All right, I guess that's going to be good for today. I'm gonna get on the freeway in a few minutes, so I should do more focusing on freeway action. But we're back again tomorrow with another episode of the Coffee Q&A, and I think I'll still be in San Antonio tomorrow, so we'll try to find a nice place to go check out. So, hope you have a wonderful day out there. Be back again soon, and great to see all of you. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.